Mama always said, don't talk about finance, politics, or religion. But today, we're going to break that rule. Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Jordan.
And I'm Jared.
And this is
JJ Cruz.
Thank you so much for tuning into the channel today. Yes, we are diving into one of the most controversial and polarizing topics, but for very, very good reason. We've encountered some interesting conversations, especially as of late on cruise ships, but mostly online.
So we got to talk about, but first, we do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. About 25% of you subscribe. That means there's 75% of people out there that are ready to hit that button. It's free to you, means the world to us. So please hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit that thumbs up as well.
On this channel, we talk all things cruising. This is by no means a channel about politics. However, the two have seemed to coincide as of late, especially coming off of a quite controversial midterm election season here in the United States. We cruised for about 80 days during that midterm election, and we saw a lot of interesting behavior on cruise ships, and we thought, you know what? This is actually something worth talking about, because we firmly believe that out of all the people we heard discussing politics on cruise ships, the majority of you sitting at home would like all of that talk to be left back home.
Before we even get into this, please go ahead and comment down below. Do you think it's right to talk about politics while you're on your cruise? Yes or no? Or you can even just give a little bit of background if you have a good story about someone that was talking politics on a cruise. Maybe it was even yourself.
So like I said, we were on cruise ships. It was, a very controversial election season here in the United States. And there were conversations happening all around the ships. Now, we were on the other side of the world, so we thought we had gotten very, very far from politics in the US, but clearly everyone has an opinion about certain things. And there was a lot of discussions that we ended up hearing over the months of October and into November. But what really made us want to talk about this and make this video today was because I was on an upcoming Facebook roll call page for a cruise that we'll be on in a couple of months. And someone put a long rant on there just about a customer service issue that they were having. That was it. It was all cruise related, nothing about politics. But one person underneath that comment decided to comment, "Great, another woke Democrat."
For me, reading a comment like that, I like to pass by it. However, every so often, I see things like this start a huge debate, have horrible problems within a roll call page, whether it be on Facebook or somewhere else in a forum online about cruises. And it really just muddies the water for what a cruise is all about. Now, of course, we know that politics are important. Obviously, they're important to everyone, their own beliefs, and we aren't going to get into that because that's not what this is about. And this is not rare. This is not something just for the United States. Politics happen around the world, and that's something that we realize as well. But on cruise ships, where people are trying to get away from it all, it shouldn't be the focus of any talk.
For most people, they cruise maybe once, twice, or 3 times a year. And we feel like for the average cruiser, the goal is to get away from your life, to leave everything at home, pack up a suitcase, and go on an adventure. That's how when we were, cruising a lot less felt. We didn't really want to get into any type of political discussions or arguments, or really even talk about anything all that serious. We were on vacation and we were there to disconnect and get away from the struggles and difficulties that we have from day to day life.
In fact, we know of 2 friends of ours now, both sat in a hot tub, and they didn't know until they got off the cruise that they were on the complete opposite extremes of the aisle in the US for political system, and they were very vocal online prior to the cruise. Neither of them had Wi-Fi, neither of them looked at each other, but in the hot tub, they became the best of friends and now travel with each other all the time, cruise all the time, because that's what cruising's about. It's about showing how much closer we are and being close and similar to each other than different. We are really just human beings, and we are really honestly a lot more similar than you'd ever believe. And it's a beautiful thing to realize that even though some of these issues are important to us, they don't necessarily determine whether or not we can be friends or friendly with other people on board a cruise ship.
This is actually one of the reasons that we love cruising. There is a diversity on board cruise ships, especially with the crew that you encounter, that you don't get to have in your day-to-day life. And there are friendships and things that can develop and blossom, even romantic relationships that we know of that are very, very special. And so we feel like we are here to kind of state that politics should not necessarily play a role in your cruise vacation. And if your cruise vacation is fully consumed with what's going on back home and things that you just can't disconnect and get away from, we would encourage you to challenge yourself.
In fact, I have a challenge for you all right now. This doesn't just go for the cruise ship itself, but also roll call pages. If you hear someone try to start anything political, please disregard it. And if you're an admin to a roll call page, please make sure you let your people know that if anything political comes off, that you will replace it or remove it, and that is something that's not welcome there. We really want the cruise community to stay strong, and the best way to keep a community strong is to enjoy each other's company. People are the best part of cruising. Obviously, exploring the world's fantastic, and we love it, but there are people from around the world in the crew, and let me tell you, they could care less about what your political beliefs are, but they really care about you.
When you are going on vacation, we encourage you to treat other people how you want to be treated. Nobody wants to be called a bigot, a snowflake, uneducated, woke. These are things that we shouldn't be calling people names in general, but especially on vacation, leave that stuff at home and just relax and enjoy your cruise.
The only thing that's going to get a person that says that stuff even more riled up or give them the satisfaction is when you engage with it back. So let's treat people with kindness. Let's bypass some of that because we can't always control everyone. And for this new year, let's just be the best cruisers we can be.
Like I said, this video is kind of a response to that person's Facebook comment. I didn't want to get into it with them, but I told Jared, I was like, you know what? This is a great kind of kicking off point to really talk about this and have a conversation with our channel about it. So now we invite you to be a part of the conversation in the comments. Please keep it nice, keep it clean, and don't actually talk about politics in the video, but just let us know if it's something you agree with or something that you think we are way off track with.
Yes, and please remember, hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of you out there aren't subscribed yet, but you're watching. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's free to you. It means the world to us. Hit that thumbs up. And until next time,
See ya.